Right, so next we will learn how to solve equation. So we have solved equation in chapter 5. Alright, so if you still remember our chapter 5, the start of chapter 5, we learn how to solve like this, right? Okay, so x plus 3 equal to 5. Remember, the difference between algebraic expression and algebraic equation is that algebraic expression, it looks like this. Okay, so it's this, right? X plus 3, then you put a bracket, then x plus 5. Okay, notice that this is expression and this is equation. So the difference, the main difference, you can see is that for equation we have an equal sign, but for expression we do not have an equal sign. Yeah, so that's the main difference. The second difference is that for equation, I want to find what is the value of x. So x may be equal to 2/3 or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or even 0. For expression, we do not need to do that. We simply just simplify. Okay, simplify, like I expand this, you will get x squared plus 8x plus 15. Yeah, so notice I do not even need to find what is the value of x. So that is the main that's the main difference. Okay, so for equation, if you take a look at this equation, okay, I want to find the value of x. What should I do? First of all, we have a left hand side and we have a right hand side. Okay, so for left hand side, you move all your alphabet to the left hand side and move all your number to the right hand side. That is the first thing normally we do, right? So you move your 3 to the right hand side from left to right. When you move 3 plus 3, right, because plus normally is accompany normally this sign accompany the number. Okay, so you must move them together. So when you move your positive 3 to the right hand side, you must change the sign. Become x is equal to 5 minus, okay, maybe just minus 3. And 5 minus 3 is simply just 2. Right, so we have solved our equation. So this is the easier type of equation to solve. Okay, because it does not involve any fraction. But what if we involve some fraction? Like this. Okay, so we have this, right? 7 over 2x equal to 5 over 4. When we have fraction, things are not so simple anymore. Right, so this is left hand side. This is right hand side. Okay, so the purpose of when I'm solving this, I want to make into this kind of form. So I want to make it into this, right? X plus 3 equal to 5. So just now we solved this type of equation, right? You notice that for this type of equation, there is no fraction, first of all. Second of all, is like straight line. All the numbers are on the same so-called column. It's like in a straight line. Okay, so my purpose is to manipulate this equation into this form. So how do I do that? Okay, so first of all, I must make my left hand side into one term, right hand side into one term, which is done for me already. Because if you take a look at the left hand side, this is only the one term, right hand side only one term, right? Okay, so that one is done for us. Sometimes it's not done for us, so we need to manipulate before we can move on to the second term. Second step is to crisscross. Okay, so crisscross, if you remember your crisscross, 7 over 2x is equal to 5 over 4. Okay, I just crease here and I cross here. Okay, the purpose of my crisscross actually is to make my equation into this x plus 3 equal to 5. Right? Okay, so I just follow. So every arrow represents multiplication. Right? So this is 2x times 5. Right? So 2x, maybe I just write 5. 2x, bracket 2x. Okay, and equal to so the next is 7 multiplied by 4. 7 bracket 4. Right. Okay, so now after crisscrossing, right, you notice that we have no fraction anymore. Okay, simply just 5 times 2x is equal to 10x. Okay, right hand side is 7 times 4 equal to 28. Right? So now 10x is equal to 28. Easy to solve, right? So the third step we want to solve, because I don't want 10x, I only want x. Alright, so if you so we should divide by 10 on the left hand side, divide by 10 on the right hand side. So it's x equal to 28 divided by 10 is 2.8. Right, so I have solved my algebraic fraction equation. Okay, right, so yeah, so this is how you solve the equation. Okay, so let's take a look at the second case, where if you notice that for this second case, right, x over 3 plus 2x equal to 5. Alright, so how do I do this? First of all, remember to make your left hand side into one term, right hand side into one term. Okay, left hand side equal to right hand side. For the right hand side, there is only one term, so it's good. But for the left hand side, there is the first term, there is second term. So I must combine the first and second term before I can crisscross. Okay, so for the first and second term, very simple to simplify. Right, so for the first term, right, x over 3 is the same as 1/3 over 1/3 x. Okay, so 1/3 x plus 2x is equal to 2 and 1/3 x. Okay, so 2 1/3 x. Right, is equal to 5. Alright, so next thing, this one we don't even need to crisscross, right? We just simply use our calculator to divide, right? So if I want to solve x is equal to 5, you bring your 2 1/3 to the right hand side. Because this is multiplication, when you bring to the right hand side, you should divide, which is 5 divided by 2 1/3. Okay, yeah, so this is how you do. Or you can do another way, is to make the denominator the same. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, same thing now. Left hand side, right hand side. Okay, so for this 5 is 5 over 1. It's understood that there's a denominator of 1 for 5, and for the 2x, it's understood there's a denominator of 1. So now I have convert my so-called equation into a fully algebraic fraction. Okay, so now I want to make my left hand side into just one term. Okay, you notice that there are two terms, right? X over 3 plus 2x over 1. So there are two terms. How do I make them into just one term? You simply make them into the same denominator first. Multiply by 3 and multiply by 3. Okay, so if you multiply, you should get x over 3 plus 6x over 3 equal to 5 over 1. Okay, so for the left hand side, is this? Okay, left hand side, the denominator now is the same, so it's just 3, right? Okay, and then you x plus 6x. Okay, so now you completed the first step. Equal to. So notice that my left hand side now is only one term, and right hand side is only one term. Okay, yeah, so I completed my first step. Second step, I need to crisscross. Okay, the purpose of crisscross, remember, is just to make my so-called fraction into this particular form. Okay, x plus 3 equal to 5. It's like a straight line like that. So I crease and cross. Okay, I need to just combine them first. So x plus 6x is equal to 7x. Divide by 3 is equal to 5 over 1. Okay, and you crease and cross. So when you crisscross, you should get 7x times 1, right? Equal to 3 times 5. Okay. Then, of course, last but not least, you just solve. 7x is equal to 15. Okay, then x is equal to 15 over 7. Alright, so this is how you solve this type of equation. Okay. So let's move on to the third case. Third case, you will see 2 terms on the left hand side and 1 term on the right hand side. So left hand side, okay, sorry. So left hand side and right hand side. Okay, left hand side, there are 2 terms. The first term, second term. Right hand side, only 1 term. So it's good. Okay, I only need to just deal with the left hand side. So left hand side, the first and the second term, I combine them together. But if I want to combine them together, I need to make the denominator the same, which is 4, right? So I just put here 4, 1 minus 2x plus, okay, so here is 2. Here is 2 minus x. Remember your bracket. Because 2 minus x is at the top, right? You put your bracket. Okay, then you multiply by 2 here. Because you want to make the second term, the denominator from 2 to 4. So multiply by 2 times 2 on the top. Equal to 4. Okay, then next, you just manipulate. Okay, so for the second term right here, okay, right here, you will get over 4, right? Okay, then you 2, remember your bracket, 2 minus x will be equal to 4 minus 2x over 4. Okay, so now this is my simplified formula. So I just put them together. First and second term, 1, okay, put a 4, 1 minus 2x plus 4 minus 2x is equal to your 4. Okay, so it's understood there is a 1 here, 4 over 1. After that, I simplify my left hand side first before I crisscross. Okay, so minus 2x plus minus 2x is minus 4x. Okay, so I just erase first. Okay, so minus 4x. 1 plus 4 is 5. So it's just 5. Okay, yeah, so I can do my crisscross. Notice that my left hand side, right hand side. Left hand side 1 term, right hand side 1 term. So we can crisscross. Okay, crease and cross. Yeah. So after crisscross, right, so each arrow represents times. So 4 times 4 is 16. Right. So you can put on the left hand side, right hand side. Yeah. Okay. Then for the 5 minus 4x times 1, you just follow the arrow. So it's just 5 minus 4x. Okay. Yeah. So so just manipulate accordingly. So your minus 5, you move it to the right hand side. Okay. So 16. When you move your plus 5 to the right hand side, change your sign to minus 5. Okay. Then after that, manipulate further. You should get minus 4x equal to 16 minus 5 is 11. Okay, so before you divide by 4, you get rid of your negative. How do I get rid? Simply just multiply by -1 on the left and multiply by -1 on the right. Alright, so when you multiply, negative times negative is positive. Right hand side, 11 times -1 is -11. Okay, then after that, of course, put the nail into the coffin. So divide by 4 left, divide by 4 right. X is equal to -11 divided by 4. Alright, so this is how you solve your algebraic equation.